Hi, this is Godfrey, your trusted mentor and the coach for the Candidate Fast Track Coaching System. So this is the webinar, which is pre-recorded for the webinar that I did in November. So the title of this webinar is The Engineer's Edge, the Systems, Tools and Templates to Cut Report Writing Time in Half. How to produce ECSA-ready reports faster, easier, and with absolute confidence without sacrificing your work or your weekend. So I want to take you through this webinar and show you the system that I've built that has helped over hundreds candidates, engineers, technologists, technicians to get ECSA ready with their ECSA reports. So I'll take you through so that you can see what does it covered in this webinar. So let's dig in. Every candidate wants to become professionally registered, but most get stuck because report writing takes forever. And I'm sure watching this webinar, you can attest to that. I've experienced that during my time when I was preparing to write my ECSA report. So today I'm going to show you how to cut that time in half using the SIMS system, the frameworks, and the templates my candidate use to produce ECSA-ready reports faster and easier. Here is my promise. Okay, by the end of this webinar, you will know exactly how to go from blank page to ECSA-ready report, even if you have been stuck for months or even for years. My gift for you for attending this webinar, and if you stay until the end of this webinar, I am going to send you my report writing checklist that's worth $997. I'm going to give it for you for free. I've got your email address. I'm going to email each and every one of you who attended this webinar this gift, and this is how it looks. So it's a PDF report writing checklist where I'm showing you under each outcome what you need to cover. Okay, and then this part of the checklist where I'm showing you what words, what information, how you can arrange and prepare for your webinar. So I'm going to email this to you for each and everyone who attended this webinar. For those who don't know me, my name is Godfrey Mongwe. I'm an ECSA registered mechanical technologist since 2007. I'm the founder of Emeka Consulting Engineers and also the creator of the Candidate Fast Track System, which is a trademark coaching program that I've created in the last 9 years. And I've been working with candidate engineers, technologists, technicians to help them with their ECSA registration process. And you will see as we continue on this webinar. Since 2016, I've personally coached over 100 engineers, technologists and technicians to achieve ECSA registration, even those who had been stuck for 2 to 3 years before joining my coaching program. So you are in a right place. All right, so let's continue. So who is this coaching program for? Okay, it is for all candidates interested to achieve professional registration. That include candidate engineers in all engineering categories: mechanical, electrical, civil, and all other engineering categories. Candidate technologists, candidate technicians, even students with N6 technical diploma with a minimum of 6+ years of experience, with those that have completed their GCC, the Government Certificate of Competency, who want to register as certificated engineers, lifting machinery inspectors, and then also those who want to transit in their careers, who feel stagnant. They've got the qualification, they've got the experience, and they want to transit and make their career much better. So we cover that in this coaching program. My mission is simple. Okay, today my mission is simple. Is to help candidate engineers, technologists, and technicians break the cycle of confusion, unlock their confidence, and finally earn the title they deserve. As you can see here, my ECSA registration certificate, plus my email signature, which I can put on my email. These are my candidates who attended the program, Akshay, and then also shares. These guys are coming from the same company. When I was contacted by their company to come and assist them, and then Akshay and shares got registered. As you can see, the date is the 7th of November. Here you can see here, this one is the 17th of November. So this one registered earlier, and this one 2 weeks later he was registered. So that's my mission, is to help you also to get the results like Akshay and like shares, including myself. You can see here, here's my registration, because I was registered as a technician in 2007 and as a technologist, as you can see here, in January 2010. So I've been in this game for a while, and that's why I've developed this system, because it helps people like yourself to really get your ECSA report ready. I know the pains, okay, the pains that I know about this ECSA registration process. Okay, a few years ago, I spent nights writing my reports over and over, trying to sound technical enough, smart enough, complete enough, yet nothing worked. And I'm sure you can attest, if you have started this report writing process by yourself, how cumbersome it is. It is indeed painful. My weekends were gone, my confidence was gone, and my reports still weren't ready. And I know this from experience, and I know this from helping hundreds and hundreds of candidates, engineers, technologists, technicians, how painful it is. People spend their weekends. We are now closer to the end of 2025. And I know there are people that are still trying to write their reports before they go on 2025 Christmas holidays, just to make sure that they can submit their report ready. And without a structure, without a coach, without a mentor, and without some sort form of frameworks and templates that can help you to cut the time of that you spend in writing the reports, it becomes a painful experience. Awareness, and this is what I'm aware, okay, I'm trying to also to share this awareness with you, okay. Then I discover something simple but very powerful. It is not about how hard you write your reports, it's about how smart you implement the system. Without a system, you are going to struggle. Once I stopped starting from scratch and I began using the templates and the frameworks, my reports became clear, they became consistent and compliant with ECSA's requirements. And here's a transformation that I've experienced, and the transformation many of my candidates who came to my coaching program have experienced this transformation. That discovery became the engineer's edge framework, okay? When I realized that if I build a system, and I call it an engineer's edge framework because it has shown me the exact system I know, I now teach inside my candidate fast track coaching program on how to help candidates engineers to be ECSA ready. It helped hundreds of candidate engineers, technologists, technicians get ECSA ready, reports done in record time. And tonight I will show you how it works. Okay, I will show you how the engineer's edge that I'm teaching on my coaching program, how it works. Here's my core belief as a person. If you believe you must spend months writing a report from scratch, you will always struggle. All right. But if you follow a proven system with ready templates, framework tools, and mentorship, report writing becomes faster, simpler, and stress-free. And this is what I'm going to prove to you as I take you through this webinar. Here's a proven system that I'm talking about. Okay, that system became the candidate fast track system, which is a trademark now used by candidates across South Africa and beyond to get ECSA reports approved faster and easier. Then I'll take you through. This is just a framework of that candidate fast track system. Before I do that, let's first discuss the 3 secrets. Okay, secret number one is a system. System saves you time. If you study, you look at companies, you look at people that are progressing because they've built a system. For example, LinkedIn, it's a system. Facebook, it's a system. So without a system, you are going to waste a lot of time. Okay, without a system, you write endlessly, and the system gives you a roadmap. a start, a middle, and the end. That's what the system does. Okay, I will show you how to implement the ECSA workflow using my 3-step model on this system. Okay, so my 3-step model that we cover: prepare, which is report structure. Then the next step is organize, where we organize your work experience, and then we execute, where you start to write your report. Take your experience and then convert it into a content that you can put in your report. That's the power of the system. System number 2 is tools. Tools multiply your efficiency. For example, AI is a tool. It applies our efficiency when we use it correctly and we know how to use it. So tools are very important. Okay, the right tools can save you days of manual work. My top 3 time savers are my tools. Number 1, I've got a TER-ready playbook, which is a tool I've created that will help you to outline your work experience. Tool number 2 is report writing model. Okay, that helps you to drive the reports faster with clarity. Those are the tools that I've created. Okay, the outcome alignment process that helps you to align your ECSA engineering report 11 outcome. So these are my top 3 tools that are in my candidate fast track coaching program, which I will share it with you when you come into the program. Secret number 3, it's templates. Templates eliminate guesswork because I've created this system. Okay, most candidates struggle because they start from a blank page. You know, I've been in the place where you open your laptop, you said, you know, today I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna do my ECSA report. You've got your CV, maybe you've got some notes, and I know for the fact that probably you have an example of an ECSA application form from your friend, you know, and you're sitting there, you're trying to piece, looking at the example, trying to piece your experience from your CV, maybe the notes that you have, you're trying to piece together, and you're sitting there, you're wasting hours and hours. At the end of the day, you don't achieve that. All right, I provide my clients proven report templates, the TER and the TEO playbook, and the writing framework templates that already match ECSA expectation. I've been in this game, I've been doing this for the last 9 years. Okay, so I've created this system, I've tested the system, I've proven the system, and I've seen the results it delivers. So you can just plug in your work experience and focus on accuracy, not on structure. I've already created a structure. You just take your experience, you plug it into the system, and then you focus on accuracy. So let's look at the challenges that I've come across as I help these candidates in my coaching program. So I've done a survey. I've asked some few questions to some of the candidates, and these are the results. So this one said, without a proper candidate guidance, the reports are overwhelming and often posing difficulty in completing them. Also, the workload at times tends to pose difficulties in attending to other matters. So most of my candidates that come to the program, these are people that are working, they're working in 9 to 5 jobs. And then the last part here, this candidate says the workload, because they are working. So that's why I said my system, it will cut your time in half if we implement it correctly. So this guy says, I need a guidance, which we provide in our coaching program. This one said, I do not know where to begin, and I have fear. It's supposed to be fear of failing during the presentation. And these are the true challenges and obstacles that I've seen most of my candidates go through. They fear, like this candidate, they don't know what to do, but our system will show you exactly from step 1 until to the end. What do you do? How do you do it? All right, this was said, not having a mentor and not having guidance on how to structure or write the ECSA report to align with ECSA 11 outcome. And this is what we cover in our coaching program. We'll show you exactly by using the system that we've created, and we've seen great results. And this one said, I need a structured guidance in compiling ECSA report efficiently. And that guidance is a system, the engineer's edge, that we can show you and implement in your experience. Then you can write your report. And if you look at all these obstacles, you see there's a common thing. Everybody wants guidance. I want guidance. I don't know where to start. I want guidance. I want a mentor. I want a structured guidance. You can say these are common challenges that candidates experience in writing the ECSA report. All right, this one says a mentor and a coach. I need someone who has done this before, who can take me through by hands and help me to get these reports done. And this is what we are all about. Is to mentor you, is to coach you, is to hold you by the hand and walk the journey with you, and then share the system, show you the frameworks, templates, tools that we've created that will cut your time in half. All right, this one says a lack of sufficient mentor and coaching, which is similar as above. This one says it's fear, lack of confidence, and uncertainty. So people, they do their reports, so they're not sure whether they must submit it to ECSA, whether the report is aligned to ECSA's requirements, whether it's covering all that ECSA is looking for, and that's what we cover in this coaching program to eliminate fear. So this one said I had submitted my report, and the feedback that came from ECSA is that they found my engineering report to be lacking on the 5 of the 11 outcomes. The engineering report outcomes are my current obstacle from achieving my goal. This so is a person who has done the report previously before he came to our program, and he says my challenge is my outcomes were not aligned to ECSA. I didn't demonstrate competency of my experience on this outcome, and that's what we cover. We're going to show you exactly, and you'll see one of the framework that we use to do that. Right. So I want to share now the proof and case studies of real people and real transformation that candidate that came to my program, the results that they've achieved. Okay. So number one is Kunguthando Somdaga. He's a PR Tech Electrical. He came to the program in September, as you can see here. Okay. And I just want to read some of the few stuff. I'm not going to read everything, but just to highlight the power of this program and the transformation it brings to one's career. So Somdaga says, I was overwhelmed by the ECSA registering process, okay, unsure how to efficiently align my industry experience with the prescribed outcome. It says Godfrey's coaching program offered a clear, structured guidance. And he said it is a tailor-made feedback, and the practical tools gave me the confidence. So these are the tools I'm talking about, your frameworks, your templates, your guidelines that I've created. He said, I highly recommend Godfrey's program. It is practical, results-driven support system that truly works. And then Somdaga came to the program because he was one of the candidates who struggled and spent many months trying to do the report, and then when he came, we just helped him to take his experience, plug it into the system, voila, and he got the results. All right, so my question to you is, do you want these outcomes also? Do you want outcomes like Somdaga and many more of the candidates that you will see as we progress? All right, the next one is Shares. I've shown you Shares just got registered in November, in the last 2 weeks. Okay, today is the 23rd. Shares just got registered in the last few weeks. And then we asked him 4 questions, as we were interviewing him. And we said to him, what was your challenge with regard to ECSA registration process? And he says, yeah, my primary challenge was navigating the complex and often subjective requirements of ECSA professional engineering technologist competency report. I was uncertain about how to properly evidence my competencies, frame my engineering judgments, and demonstrate the required responsibility maturity. The process felt daunting, and I lacked the structured guidance to present my case convincingly. So he lacks structured guidance, and that's what the system provides. We asked him question number 2. How did the candidate fast track coaching program help you to address your challenge? And he says the fast track coaching program was the precise solution I needed. Very important. I was paired with Mr. Mongwe and Mr. Lindo Pungula, who is one of our coaching mentor, and he also came to our program. Pungula came to our program 6 years ago. Now he works with us as a mentor, and he says these guys served as my PR engineering technologies mentors. They provided exceptional one-on-one mentorship that demystified the entire process. He said they reviewed my draft reports. They offered invaluable feedback on how to structure my narratives, highlights the key engineering principle, and they provide the correct evidence for each competency. They taught me how to think like an assessor, ensuring my application was robust, clear, and compelling. So that's important, because when you submit your application form to ECSA, you've got to write in a sense that the assessor can able to see your competency. How do you demonstrate that competency? So next, we continue with Shares, and we ask him the 3rd question. What outcome did you achieve working with Emeka Consulting Engineers? And he says the outcome of this rigorous preparation was thoroughly polished and well submitted application to ECSA. So he was happy, he was confident when he submitted his application form. He knew exactly what he can expect from there. And the last question, we said to him, can you recommend the candidate fast track coaching to other candidates? He says, without any reservations, I highly recommend the fast track coaching program to any engineering candidate pursuing ECSA registration. The program provides expert mentorship that is often the missing link between having the experience and successfully providing it to the board. He says, for anyone feeling overwhelmed by the application process, this program offers a clear, proven pathway to success. Voila. You see, I'm not blowing my own horn. It is just, it's a system. It works. It has been tested. It has been proven. And these are the results that we see candidates get. And here I say to you, you can get the same results. If you follow the system, you will get the same results. And I've proven this over and over. The next one is Kapelani Sonzele. Also, you can see just registered the day before shares got registered. Okay, just in 24 hours. So he says here, thank you so much, Mr. Mongwe and the entire Imega consulting team. Your guidance made the ECSA process clear from the first meeting. It says the report structure, presentation, preparation, and everything I needed to understand. With your help, I was able to complete my report and achieve my registration within 3 months. So in other words, within 3 months, his report was ready to be submitted to ECSA. And I know people that have spent more than 3 months, 2 years, 3 years. There's people that call me and said, I've been a candidate with ECSA, active candidate, paying my premium annual fee every year, and I've been doing this for 8 years and I've been registered. Why? Because they don't have a system. So have you heard in life when they say, if you want to achieve something, okay, let's take for examples, you want to become a best golfer. You're not going to sit there and start buying books and watching videos by that. You're going to find someone who's like, the old best golfer, NEL, Scary, the golfers. You're going to go and ask for such a person to coach you, to help you, because these guys have played golf the entire life. They've won championships and they have credibility. So you need a person who has done that. So you're gonna say, I want to become a champion golf. Can a coachman help me? So this is what we did with Kapelani. We are the golfers of ECSA. Okay, we have won championships. We have shown people, coach people how to win these championships. We want a champion. We are an example. So I'm not teaching you or showing you things that I didn't do. You've seen in one of the slides previously where I showed my ECSA registration and then coaching other people to get the same results. Okay, so he says this is very strong program. I truly appreciate your mentorship. I also encourage other candidate engineers, whether civil, electrical, mechanical, or any discipline, to join this program. Now, I've highlighted in blue here, and I will explain. He says, unlike one-day seminars, which can sometimes leave you confused with no one to follow up. All right. So I know there are people that are probably doing something similar, like what I'm doing in helping and coaching people. People are doing webinars, including ECSA. They do one-day webinars, and I've realized out of these webinars, okay, they only telling you what you need to have in order to start your registration process. They don't go to the how part of it. And I think that's where we are coming in. We show you what to do, how to do it, and what results you can expect. So this is what Kapelani was saying. Probably he has attended webinars. You come out of that webinar, you don't have a structure. You are confused. You're not sure what to do. You might pick up 1 or 2 things, but that's not enough. But if you've got a clear system that has a proof that has produced the results, and that's what you need to get into. So he says now this program provides guidance all the way through to the end. Like I say, we start from the beginning, we take you through the middle, and then we finalize and help you to get your report submitted. So that's the power of the candidate fast track coaching program. So use our proven system and you can get the same results like Kapelani, like Shares, like myself, and many others, as you will see as we continue. All right. So Akshay also came from the same company as Shares, as you can see here. He was registered on the 14th of 2025, and also he says I found it challenging to articulate that experience in a manner aligned to excess reporting expectation. Okay, and that's what we continue to do. Take your experience and let's help you to align that with access requirements. It says the program provided a clear direction on how to structure my report to the best, demonstrate my competency against XI11 outcome. Let me say something, guys. If you want to register with ECSA, it is very important that you are able to align your experience to the ECSA 11 outcome. You must demonstrate what they call competency. Okay, ECSA wants to see if you are competent on each and every outcome. Can you identify a problem? Are you able to solve them? Are you able to design solutions? Are you able to communicate, and so on and so on of this outcome? So it's very clear. Now, Akshay says the framework and the feedback offered a practical pathway to present my experience in a professional and concise format that reflects as ECSA standard. Through the coaching and interview preparation, I was able to articulate my experience confidently, both in written submission and during my professional review interview. Very, very critical, guys. I cannot stress the importance of coaching, mentorship, using systems that have been tested and been proven, and it has delivered the results consistently. And he says, I will definitely recommend the coaching program to the candidates. He says the support and the structure provided by the program offered a significant advantage to anyone navigating the modern ECSA registration pathway. So this is very, very important and very, very critical. So follow our proven system. Get your ECSA professional registration in no time. Okay, get ready. So don't skip this one. So these are the many people that have assisted in this program, and you can see, Kosana from 2021, Roy around 2021, Camilla. I'll come to Camilla 2022, Anita 2022, Simbongile. These are all the people that came into the program. You must go into our LinkedIn profile under recommendation, and you can read the testimonies of these people that came to the program, and just by applying the system that we have designed, using the tools that we've provided, they were able to register. So these are not exceptions. They are ordinary professionals who made one decision to follow a framework that works. All right, so I'm going to talk about Camilla. I want to give a bit of background in my next slide. All right, so this is Camilla. So Camilla came to the program in March. Okay, she was registered in 2020, so she came into the program earlier through the company. So there were about 4 of them, but I picked Camilla because her story is, it's a very young Indian lady in South Africa. So as you can see here, Camilla is now registered as a chartered associate engineer in Australia. She got registered with ECSA in South Africa, and she got a job in Australia. Okay. She got a job in Australia, and that has changed her career. And she said, it is with great pleasure that I worked with you, meaning myself and my team, in mentoring and coaching me to achieve ECSA registration. And she says the candidate fast track system roadmap that you implement really works, and it helped me to save a lot of time. Hey, that's very critical. It works. It helped me to save a lot of time. Remember, the title of this webinar is to how can we help you to cut your ECSA writing process in half, and this is what Camilla is saying. And she says, I strongly recommend anyone to connect with Godfrey Mongwe on his LinkedIn profile and get a clear roadmap and coaching on how to write and compile your TERs, TEOs, and your engineering report. And she says, you will not regret the investment you make by working with Godfrey, because we've got a system and we have proven it. So like I say, that has opened employment opportunities for Camilla. I think she left in 2023. She's been in Australia, and now she's registered. Because once you register with ECSA, Australia, New Zealand, and other countries, they've got agreements with ECSA. They recognize each other's professional registration. So she's still there. And that has also impacted her earnings. Now remember, here in South Africa, she was earning in rands. Now she's earning in dollars. All right, so let's just make a quick math. Let's say she was earning 10,000 rand dollars, 10,000 rand, sorry, here in South Africa. The same amount she goes in dollars. Calculate, do the math. multiply, maybe the dollar now is about 17, 18 in exchange rate. Multiply that and see the impact and the jump of her earnings or revenue or salary, because of the registration. So this is very critical. It can change your life. Just one click. So this is very important. So with the right system and frameworks, it is doable. I'm not saying this out of anything. I know I've proven this and I've seen it works, and it's still working. So here it's a quick 2 minutes video where I'm interviewing Lindo, which is one of our coaching mentor. But Lindo came to the program like 5, 6, 7 years ago. So I've just asked him to give a testimony of how this program has impacted him. Okay, so I hope you can hear. I'm going to put the volume up, then I'm going to start this video.
Hi everyone, I'm Lindo Pungula, an electrical chief engineer from the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure. I obtained my professional registration in July 2020 through the candidate fast track system. I reached out to join the program because I was having challenges with how to structure my report and to have an idea of what type of work or what type of reporting I needed to do on my ECSA submission. So in the program, I got to learn more about the ECSA processes and their policies, and I was also prepared through the writing of reports and also for my formal professional review presentation. So after this registration, it has impacted a lot on my career, because prior to registration, I was a contract worker, a candidate engineer. Soon after registration, I got a permanent employment as a production engineer. I only worked for 3 years. After that, I received an appointment at ESCOM as a senior engineer, which I didn't stay long. And then I got a call back from Department of Public Works to come and occupy the chief engineer post, which I'm currently in. So within a space of 4 years, I moved from being a contract worker to the highest position I could dream of. So I could actually say it was worth it. And there's also one more benefit I received, because now the program came back to me and requested to come and join as one of the coaches. I'm actually serving on the candidate fast track system as a coach and a referee, which is one of the things I enjoy, to help the candidates and make sure that they provide the best reports and they get their registration. Thank you.
Wow, so you can see this is Lindo in a nutshell. He came to the program 2020. The challenge was also the challenge of many of you guys struggling with the ECSA report. He was working as a contractor. You know how painful to work. You don't know whether if you go there tomorrow your contract will be finished. And I've seen a lot of people, and I've seen candidates came to me and says, I want to register because I'm a contract worker. My contract is expiring the next 9 months. So if you can help me to do this report and submit them, so that by the time I got my contract is expiring, at least I've got registered, I can use my ECSA registration to look for another opportunities, like I've shown you with Camilla and Linda. Once he got registered, he was then contract changed and become employed, and then as a production engineer, and then he later joined ESCOM, and then obviously because of the impact in his career, he was then got offered the job as a professional engineer, electrical, as a chief engineer for the public works, which is where. And what I like, if you listen to the video, said it was worth it. Okay, it was worth it for him to take the resources, to put it on his personal development, to come to the program, get help, get coach, and now today he's a professional chief engineer. And because we have seen the impact what this program has done, we have asked Linda to join as one of our mentors, who also helps us to, review and check and coach and mentor people that come into our coaching program, specifically for electrical engineers, candidate, and technicians. All right. So this is the power and this is the impact of what this program can do in your career. All right. Here's my question: the cost of doing nothing. I know you are in this webinar. You're part of this webinar. You see what I've presented already in the last 30 minutes. And the question is, what are you going to do with this information? Okay. If you are not going to do nothing, I can promise you, I can prophesy to you that your career is going to be stagnant. You're going to miss a lot of opportunities. Probably your life, you'll be frustrated and stressed because you'll be hitting a ceiling. Okay, so the cost of confusion is time, and time is money, as you have heard. All right, every month you delay submission, you lose the promotion, you lose the opportunities, you don't have the confidence, and you lack momentum. But in 90 days, you could be ECSA ready with clarity and speed if you do something about this information. You can avoid career stagnation, financial frustration, and being overwhelmed by life. Because if you delay your progress, remember, you're not doing this for me, you're not doing it for anyone. This is for you. I always encourage people to put resources in the form of money and pay for your own development. Because if you do that, you are able to progress in life. You are able to, deal with stagnation. You are able to increase your financial revenue, and you are able to progress in life. So if you don't do that, it's going to cost you something in your life. I'm afraid to say so. So yes, the cost of doing nothing is going to be career stagnation, missed opportunities, and probably experiencing frustration and stress. All right. So here's our value proposition to help you to get clarity, to gain confidence, and to align your experience with ECSA. Okay, that's why I created the Candidate Fast Track Coaching Program, a 16-week framework that helps candidates, engineers, technologists, technicians complete their reports faster, align with ECSA expectation, and submit with confidence. That is our promise. Okay, so let me take you through quickly to this tried and tested for the last 10 years, and it delivered 98% pass rate, this program. So this is the program that we cover. As you can see, this is our framework structure. It has three phases. We've got the prepare phase, organize, and execute phase. Okay, so when we start with you, you start at this point here. Okay, on phase one, where you are preparing you. What are your qualifications? We look at what qualification do you have. Once we establish that you've got an engineering qualification, whether in South Africa or South Africa, obviously if it's outside South Africa, there are other processes that you need to go through before you can come into the program. So I'm not going to dwell on that. That information can be shared if you contact us on our email. The second step is your experience. We look at what experience do you have, how many years of experience, what have you been doing. Okay, once we've established step 1 and 2, then we look at step 3. We said, okay, based on your qualification and the experience, you can then register either as an engineer, technologist, or technician, and so on. And then we begin to help you to take your experience and then structure your experience. Take your experience and build your methodology, your structure that you're going to apply. And then you begin to align your experience with the 11 outcomes, and then you begin to write your reports, your content in details. Okay, then once that is done, we can then submit, assess your report for you, give you the feedback, and then you can then submit with confidence. Then once ECSA has done their assessment, then you can go for the interview, which we prepare you for. Then once that step has been successfully completed, then you can become ECSA registered. So step 3 is very critical. You need to know what path I'm going to follow. Step 5, it's very critical. Step 4, that how do you take your experience and begin to break it in a form of structures. Step number 5, where we help you to align your experience. Then step number 9, which is how do we prepare you for the interview. Once you are able to go through this step, then you will be able then to move from being a candidate and to become a professional engineer, technologist, or technician. So this is a simple step. It's a one clear path with a 9 simple steps to complete the TERs, the TEOs, and the engineering report in less than 6 weeks without frustration, feeling overwhelmed. The candidate fast track system that we apply. tried and tested for the last years. So I'm going to take you now through, if you come to the program, what is covered in this program. Okay, our online course material. So this is what you will get. This is some of the online course material we have for mechanical, electrical, civil, and other engineering categories that we have. These three we have. Also, for those that want to register as lifting machinery inspectors, we have a course material for them. And also we have, once you have gone through this course and then ECSA invites you for the interview, we will give you access to our ECSA interview success fast track preparation. How do you prepare yourself for the interview? You will also get some books, and we have developed this book material for all the engineering categories. You can access them on our website, and then also this is what we'll cover. Okay, so if you come to, let's say you come to one of our civil engineering program. Okay, so for example, if you go here, you click this one. Okay, you will then get the next page like this one, where we show you module 1 what we cover, module 2 how to write your report, and module 3 to the rest of the module where we cover outcome. So let's say, for example, you in the program, you are in module 7, you click, and this is what you'll get. You'll get a video where we are explaining what are the ECSA's expectation in this particular outcome. You will also get the discussion notes. This is what we explain, what this outcome number 5 is all about, is under discussion notes. All right, and then underneath, this is the screen that you'll see on the online course material. You can able to download the example of the report. So let's expand it. So you download, you click and you download, and you'll get something like this, which is the quick framework. We're showing the stage of communication. Okay, the objective of that, what ECSA wants to see on each stage of communication, and the evidence that you must demonstrate on your ECSA application form on outcome number 5. These are the evidence. Okay, and then let's take this stage A. So if you write about, how did you communicate your how did you communicate with others in terms of writing your report, and there's an example there that shows that. So each and every stage we've got an example, as you progress, so, and this framework will cut your report writing time in half, because it's clarity, it's there. You are able to say, this is what ECSA wants to see when I talk about communication, and this is the evidence I must demonstrate on my report. So this is very, very important. So when you come to the program, you're going to get all these tools for free if you invest in yourself in this program. You're going to get our cheat sheets. We've created cheat sheets for each outcome. This is outcome number 3. We've created the cheat sheets for you. You're going to get our ECSA, our candidate preparatory templates, where we are explaining all these important things that ECSA is looking for. Now we're expanding it into details, and we're showing you with an example how to cover that particular criteria on the application form. You're going to get our candidate engineering report model, writing model, where we're showing you what you need in terms of knowledge, how you can then apply that, and here's an example how to do that. Okay, this is powerful. These are the frameworks we have created. And then this is our engineering report templates or framework that shows for under each outcome what you need to cover. What is that outcome all about? So this is going to help you to do that. And of course, we've got this new framework that I've just shown in the previous slides of what is in details. I only just show you, the highlights of it. So you're going to get this detailed engine report framework, and you're going to get our playbook for civil or mechanical or electrical, which is going to show you how to write your TER report. We have outlined it very nicely and clearly, and it will help you to do your TER properly and clearly with confidence. So these are all the tools that you're going to get when you come into our coaching program. So let's give you a quick rundown. You will have access to our online training material, which is valued at 9997. You'll get one-on-one coaching, which is valued as 9997 also. In other words, if I have to charge you for this particular one-on-one coaching, I'll probably charge you approximately 10 grand. You'll get the report templates, the frameworks, the playbook, as I've shown you previously, also valued at 9997. access to the ECSA registered referees. I've got candidates that says, I want to register, but I don't have anyone who's ECSA registered who can help him, to review my report and then ultimately to become a referee. We can also help you to access those resources. We'll review your report, we'll prepare you for the interview, we'll also share and show you how do you prepare for your presentation slides. Okay, and that is valued at 5 grand. You will have unlimited support. You will have access to us to ask questions at any given time during the period of the coaching program. And then obviously that is valued at 3 grand. And now the total, if you add all these amounts, if I have to charge for this coaching program, I'll probably charge about 42,000 rand. But I'm not going to do that because I want to help you. I remember that my mission is to help you to get ECSA registered in no time. All right. So for those that are in this webinar, those that attended this webinar, the total investment to get you into the coaching program is 10,997 excluding VAT. So if you invest 10,997, you add VAT on this amount, that is the amount that you're going to invest in getting yourself into our coaching program. So that is only for you guys that are attending this webinar. All right. And it's a 74% cut off. If you have to pay 42,000 rand, maybe you have to pay me in 4 payments, 10,000 every month in order to get there. But I'm giving this to you because I want to help you at 10,000 excluding VAT. And I only have 20 spots available to qualify for our guarantee. Okay, and this offer, because this is a pre-recorded webinar, this offer is closing on the 5th of December 2025. After the 5th, this offer will not be available. I'm going to charge you the price that we normally charge people that come into our program. Obviously, it won't be 42, but obviously it won't be less than 10,000. It will be above 10,000, right? I can promise you that. So 20 spots left. If you're interested, I'm going to share how you can actually get yourself into our coaching program. All right. So I hope this is value for you. And what we will do also, we're going to add bonuses if you come to the program. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get the report framework, which is valued at 3 grand. I've shown you this. You're going to get all these frameworks and templates. You're going to get the outcome alignment process. You're going to get the TER and the TO playbook as part of your training material. You're going to get the report writing model, that I've shown you. You're also going to get our cheat sheets that are going to help you, just to give you a quick, high level framework of what you can expect on each outcome. And we're going to get, for the first 20 people that enroll, that invest in coming into our coaching program, I'm going to give you, each and every one of you guys, the copy of my book. If you're a civil engineer, I'm going to give you the copy for civil engineer. If you're this is civil. If you're a mining, you're going to get a copy. If you're an electrical, you're going to get a copy. So each and every one of you is going to get a copy of the material that we provide. Like I say, 20 spots available to qualify for a guarantee. I'm going to show you the guarantee now. So this offer is only for you on this webinar. It won't be available after next week, meaning after the 5th of December, this offer is off the table. Okay, I'm just doing this because I want to help you to get into the ECSA registration streamline, or those that with those that have been registered through this program. So here's my commitment. If you do the work, if you invest and come to a coaching program and you really do the work, okay, and you don't get ECSA registered within 12 months, okay, I will coach you for free until you get registered without any additional amount, or I will refund you your full investment if you prefer that. All right, how about that? That's my commitment. If you do the work, you enroll for the coaching program, you do the work, and if you don't get ECSA registered within 12 months, I'll give you additional free coaching until you get registered without charging you anything, or I will refund you your money back. All right, but remember, the risk is not on you. We take all the risk. Okay, we take all the risk, but I want you to commit, and I promise you, if you commit, I guarantee you'll get the results. All right, again, let's reiterate the cost of delay. Every month of delay costs you opportunities promotions, credibility, and income. In 1 year, you could lose more than the entire cost of getting registered. If you delay, you've postponed these things. I've seen people who have seen the work that I do. They ask for quotations, they ask for information, and then they just vanish. Then years later, they come and say, I've talked to you 2 years ago. I'm struggling now, because they've delayed. So once you find this information, don't delay, because you might not get this information again. All right, exclusive offer. So if you are really interested, you want to take our offer. Here's a QR code. Take your phone, scan the QR code. It will take you into the payment page where you can put your credit card details or your card details in order to access the coaching program. And this option 1, we give you our guarantee. We'll apply all the bonuses plus the book if you do the payment on option 1. If you say I don't have enough money, you can do the take option 2, where you pay the deposit, take a phone, scan your QR code. But remember, we can only guarantee here you're not gonna get all the bonuses and the book when you take option 2. All right. So when you take option 2, we want you to pay the balance of that money on the 15th of December. That's if you are still within the 2025 financial year. But if you've gained this webinar through the link that you found in our LinkedIn or in our YouTube, that means if you get this thing in 2026, you enroll, the balance must be paid at the end of that month when you enrolled for this program. So you've got option 1, you've got option 2, because I want to help you to get into the coaching program. Okay, take advantage of this exclusive offer. Like I say, it won't be available in the next week or so. So it's your decisions. Okay, you can continue guessing for another year, or you can join a proven 90-day framework and get results that change your career. Okay, here's an option. You can keep guessing. Probably you'll be frustrated by the process. You'll feel overwhelmed, and then you'll probably feel stagnant. Or you can join us and follow a tried and tested system and get the results that we have proven to you. We're not guessworking. We have done this, and the results are, overwhelming. All right. So think about the consequences of your decisions. So to make a decision is easy, but think that if I don't take this opportunity, what are the consequences? Stagnation, frustration, losing opportunities. If I take this decision and invest in my career, my revenue can be impacted. I'll be exposed and get opportunities, and then a progress in my life. So that's what I'm asking you. Think before you act. How will this transform your career? Okay, imagine 12 months from now, you are registered, you are valued, and increase your earnings potential. All right. Like Lindo. Lindo, within the space of 4 years, moving from contract, become a chief electrical engineer. This is the impact. Okay. Like shares, so I was speaking to him when he got registered, and there's a pipeline that, there's promotions, there's more responsibilities, and obviously the increase in their salary. So this is the power of this program. Okay. The only risk is doing nothing about this opportunity. I've presented the opportunity. I've shown you what you will get. I've shown you the results. I'm not guessworking. I'm not thumb sucking. I've shown you the true results of what this program can do in your career. All right. So let's reiterate again. You'll get access to online material, one-on-one training, unlimited TERTO report reviews, access to all the templates, the frameworks and report examples, support from ECSA registered referees, help with interview preparation, presentation slides, and some notes that we have developed, exclusive bonuses that you'll get, report writing frameworks, outcome alignment process, TERTO's playbooks, report writing models, cheat sheets, copy of my exclusive book, guarantee. If you do the work and you are not approved, you will get the 3 months free coaching until you submit your report at no cost and no risk to you. That's our promise. Like again, invest only today, 10,997. Add VAT on that. Everything else that I've shown you is included into that package. All right. Only 20 spots available. And this at the end of December 2025, these opportunities won't be available. In February, our prices are increasing. I'm giving you there as an example. If you take 15,997, you add VAT, it's probably around 18, 19,000 rand. So I'm giving this at a lower rate at 10,997. Invest in yourself. You will not regret the investment that you have made. So again, here's an option one. Take your phone, scan the QR code. It will take you to a payment page. You can have access to the coaching program. Or option two, scan the QR code, pay the deposit. You get access to the material, and you pay the balance a week later or at the end of the month, depending when have you registered on option two. So take a screenshot of this. If you still need to go and think about it, which I've already proven, there's nothing to think about it. Here it's a system, it works, it produces the results. Okay, don't let this exclusive offer pass you. It won't be available again, I guarantee you. All right, what is holding you back? Okay, the only risk is really doing nothing about this information. If you are thinking, I don't have time, remember, the system saves you time. You have seen the testimonies of the candidate saying that. Okay, if you are worried about the cost, think of what delays has already cost you. Think about Camilla. If Camilla didn't come to the program, she wouldn't be in Australia now. She wouldn't be earning in dollars. So delays, it's a trick. If you delay something, I promise you, you're going to pay later in your life. If you are unsure, ask yourself, where will I be in 90 days if I don't act now? Okay, so that's my challenge to you. Okay, any questions that you have, all right, you can send us your questions on mongwe@imegacoaching.co.za. We will gladly answer your questions, give you direction, give you feedback. So we are really looking forward to be with you in this coaching program, and I hope you have seen the impact of how this program can do in your career. Here are my contact details. You can send us an email. You can connect with us on LinkedIn. You can subscribe in our YouTube channel. That's where we put the material. And the good news is we just this year in August we launched our book Beyond the Degree, and this is the book about my story, the things that I've done to be where I am in my career and in my life. And the book goes together with a workbook, and that will help you to prepare and to make sure that you get the results that you are looking for. So if you want to order the book and the workbook, you go to our website, godfreymongwe.co.za. You can order the book. We can deliver the book through PEP or through what do you call it, I forgot, but yeah, you can order the book. We can deliver the book to you through PEP, and then we can send the book. I hope this has been a wonderful challenging presentation, and I hope you're gonna take some steps and then actually improve your life going forward. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, here's an option one, option two. Take advantage of this exclusive offer so that you are able to change your life. It's been good having time to you. Thank you for your time, for attending this webinar. Thank you for watching this webinar. If you are using the link that you have shared, and I am looking forward to helping you change your career. 2026 is coming, and you wanna be better than what you were in 2025. Cheers.